G'day everyone. On a windy Sunday afternoon, I've made my way down to the Lower Ovens River to see if I can catch myself a springtime yellow belly. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now I'm right down, a long way down on the Lower Ovens River, not far upstream from Bundalong here, where the river's still backed up by Lake Mulwala. The Ovens River is quite high at the moment, but you'll see there's current moving through, but it's not strong. That's because this section of river is actually backed up by the Mulwala or the Yarrawonga Weir. So it's very deep, it's looking good. It's actually very hot today. There's a really strong northwesterly wind, and that's blowing some hot wind down from Central Australia, which is pushing the temperature up. And it's probably the hottest day that we've had since about early autumn, I reckon. Anyway, I better put a couple of lines in and see if I can catch a fish. I might just do a little bit of customising before I start. Look at the dust coming off that grass because of the recent floods putting mud on it. That's where I'll sit. Now before I put my lines in, I'm going to throw this shrimp net in. I'll just find somewhere that looks good. Around these tree roots here might be worth a try. What about in here? Here looks good. I'll just lower it down there, but I'm not going to let it sink all the way to the bottom because it'll just get snagged. Gee, I wouldn't want to put my foot in there while I'm walking the bank. Broken leg time if I do that. Right, I'm rigged and ready. I've got two rods. I've got a paternoster rig on this rod and a running sinker rig on this rod, and they've both got two janjuck worms on them. Now if I can catch a few shrimp, I'll put a live shrimp on the paternoster rig. The reason I put the live shrimp on the paternoster rig is because it might just help keep the shrimp up off the bottom. Whereas the running sinker rig will allow the shrimp to walk around the bottom and bury itself under leaf matter or dirt or whatever it wants to bury itself under. And there's no need for me to cast out too far. Just there looks about perfect, I reckon. Listen to how strong the wind is in the background. Shit, my rod's nearly getting pulled in. Little stumpy rod, did you see that? Oh, the old Simon Humphrey rod hold. It's not a carp. I reckon it's either a small cod or a nice yellow belly. It doesn't feel carpy at all. It's a small cod. Been here 5 minutes. The old Simon Humphrey U-Butte fishing rod holder saved my rod that time. Wow, bang on. Been here like 5 minutes. I'll get a quick photo and put it back. Well, that didn't take long at all. Murray cod, see you later, mate. That all happened very quickly. As soon as I started reeling that fish in then, I could tell that it wasn't a carp, just by the way it was biting. Just by the way it was fighting, I mean. If it wasn't for my U-Butte Simon Humphrey rod holder, I would have lost that rod then. I don't know how many times I've said that, but that rod holder has certainly saved my fishing rods on more than one occasion. Well, little stumpy rod. Time to get back in the drink, and that was just out there. With this rod holder, or any other rod holder like it, it's always good to have at least one of your runners, one of your eyes, behind the rest. That way if a fish pulls it forward, it can only hit the eye. If it does happen to bounce past, well then you've still got the reel to go through as well. Just gives you that extra level of protection. Kid you not, I'm already getting another bite on this little rod. Oh, Stumpy's on fire at the moment. That's the carpy bite, I reckon. Got him. It might not be a carpy bite. Might be a yellow belly. It doesn't feel like a carp. It is a yellow belly, look. It's a redfin. Of all the things that I was expecting to catch, that wasn't one of them. And it is a ripper of a redfin. Now I have got a real predicament. I can't tell you what brand it is because I don't know which video I'm going to release first. But I'm reviewing a fridge soon. I've got a portable fridge to review, and it's in the car now working on testing it. That's one of the reasons I'm here, to test out this fridge that I'm reviewing. But I didn't bring a plastic bag. So do I want to put this lovely redfin on the floor of my brand new fridge and make it all slimy? You know what, I think I will. They send me these things to test them, so I'm going to test it. Now, I don't know how much of I can tell you about this fridge at the moment, other than that I'm certainly testing it. It's a fridge freezer, but I've got it setting to just full fridge mode at the moment. That Redfin is going to spend the rest of the afternoon at 2 degrees. Keep your eye out for a fridge review coming up on my channel soon, and this one is a ripper. Gee, that's a nice redfin. I couldn't be happier at the moment. Gee, I'm stoked with that. Redfin aren't a common catch in the Ovens River. I don't think I've ever caught one down here. When I do the fridge review, I'll be able to tell you whether or not it's easy to clean or not. It does have a drain hole in the bottom, I've noticed, which will make it a lot easier for me to clean. Hopefully I can just get some water in, give it a real good wipe and just flush it out through the hole at the bottom. That's what I'm hoping. Righto, cod rod and redfin rod, go back out there and just keep being amazing. Well, the fridge that I'm putting through its paces, it's currently 95% and 2 degrees. It's a 12 volt fridge, but it's battery powered. And if the battery goes flat, well then I can just plug it straight into the cigarette lighter of the car and charge the battery and run the fridge. But I want to see how long it goes on the battery before I plug it in, so I've just got it running on battery only. And it's still on 95%. I might go and check my shrimp net, I think. What I will do is pull these lines out first. Haven't had a bite for a while, but you can guarantee that it'll happen just when I walk away. What's on here? Branch or something? Yep. Old reindeer fish. Maybe that's why I'm not getting any bites. But I'll take that off there. I'll leave those out and I'll go and check my shrimp net. It's a dollar bird. Got a very distinctive sound, the old dollar bird. Any shrimps? None. Maybe the water's still a bit too cool for them. Well, it looks like I'm sticking with worms on both rods for a while. Had I brought my good camera with me, I can guarantee that there would not be a dollar bird sitting there on that branch. That was a bite. That was a very fishy looking bite. There it goes. Still playing with it, and oh, I missed it. How did I miss that? Quick, it's straight back in. There's not a second to lose. I don't know where that helicopter is, but it's very loud. It's right there. It was right there. The blue and white helicopter. I wonder if it was a police helicopter. Why on earth was it so low? I wonder if there's somebody missing down here or something. That was a bit random. Oh, I missed it. Too slow. Took most of my worms. I put it straight back. If I'd been sitting right on top of my rod, I would have got that fish. Well, the wind certainly isn't dying down. I'm kind of hoping it dies down a little bit later in the day. I mean, sitting on the bank, it's not really a problem. It's when I'm out in my kayak on a lake that it becomes a problem. Absolutely nothing. There's a nice bite on the longer rod. Come on, that's a fishy bite. It's a carpy looking bite, but it's a fishy bite. It's pulling on it, he's pulling. It's gone. I should have struck to send while it was pulling down. There it goes, still there. Got him. Oh, bugger. That snapped me off. How did that snap me off? Must have wrapped around something. The whole lot just snapped. Oh, it must have been wrapped around something. I can see bubbles out here. There must be a snag under there. Must have wrapped under a snag and just rubbed on it or something. Oh, that's disappointing, to say the least. Might go with a paternoster rig on here, I think. I've said it quite a few times over the years that catching a fish straight away when you first go fishing can often be a bad omen. It can mean you can catch one straight away and then spend the rest of the day catching nothing. And that's what's happening here. I caught 2 fish in the first 5 minutes. And would you believe that I've been sitting here for 3 hours since I caught that redfin? It's probably a bit over 3 hours. And I've caught nothing else. Got him. Oh, done him. Oh, can you believe it? No, it's been so quiet. It's been so quiet. I finally got a bite and I missed the fish. Well, it's just gone 7 p.m. If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen in the next 45 minutes. It's yellow belly o'clock. This is my favourite time of the day to catch yellow belly, that sunset time. It's a fish bite for sure. And got him. Don't lose this one. Oh, wow. Is it a yellow belly? If it is, it's a good size. That wasn't a cod bite. It could be a carp. It was a bit of a carpy bite. It's going nuts now. I reckon it might be a carp. I caught 2 fish when I first got here. Literally caught 2 fish. I caught on a redfin of all things in the first 5 minutes. And I've hardly had any action since. If you can see some stuff floating on the surface here, that's just the bait from my shrimp net. Yeah, the other rod's getting a nibble while I'm reeling this fish in. It's got to be a carp, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that was a carp I just saw. Trying to watch this other rod and watch the fish that I'm trying to fight because I'm getting nibbles on this other rod at the same time. Well, where's this fish? Give me a look. It's a big old muddy. A big old mud marlin. A very fat carp. Isn't that amazing? I've been sitting here wondering what I'm going to call this video. I've got one that I filmed years ago and I called it, I caught the dreaded omen fish. I caught a redfin as soon as I arrived and then I caught nothing else. It was an omen to, it was a bad omen. And I'm thinking maybe I'll call this one the double omen because I caught 2 straight away. But now finally, after nearly 5 hours, a second fish has come along. I started fishing just after 3 o'clock and the current time's almost 7:30. Come on, into the net, into the net, into the net, and head first, got him. Ugh. Wow, what a monster. A monster mud marlin. Now a quick measurementation, I'll lay it flat. I reckon it's going to be close to 60 centimetres, if not a bit bigger. It's quite a large fish. It is 60 on the dot. 60 on the dot. Give or take about 3 or 4 millimetres. Alright, I'll put it to sleep and get my line back in for the last hurrah. Right, it's just gone 7:30 p.m. I've still got about probably 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or so to catch another fish. I've got 3 different fish, 3 different species. Can I catch a 4th fish? And can I catch a 4th species? Take it, take it, take it. Got him. Hey, only a small fish, whatever it is. What have I got this time? Another carp. It's a yellow belly. Can you believe it? I've caught the yellow belly I was after. I'll put it over here. It's a bit small, so I'll throw it back. I just want to be able to wet my hand before I hold it. 4 fish, 4 different species. Can you believe that? I got the fish I was after. Wow. I'll unhook you and I'll get a photo, then I'll put you back. How good is that? 4 fish, 4 different species. I've still got about 10 or 15 minutes left. Can I make it 5 from 5? It's very unlikely, but then again I thought that was unlikely. It's a bit of a nibble there again. Something's just sucking on that. I'm getting a nibble on the stumpy rod. Shit. Something big's grabbed that. Oh, it's got to be another cod, doesn't it, with a bite like that? You good if it's a trout cod. I was swatting mosquitoes. There's a bit of weight in this fish. It's got to be a reasonable sized cod, I reckon. That's exactly what it is. Like all cod, he hit it hard. Is it a trouty? No, it's a Murray, so I'm not going to get me 5 species. Oh, but no, I must have dropped that then. I'll put that back where it was. It's a nice Murray cod of around 50 centimetres or so. Gee, that hit a bait hard. Let's go bang. So if I can get a quick pick. It's a lot bigger than the first one. I'm not going to worry about a measure because the season's closed, but I reckon it's around about the low 50s. See you later, mate. Ah, bloody mosquitoes are horrendous. Ah. 5 fish made up of 4 different species and a random big redfin to take home for the plate. I couldn't be happier. Folks, I'm getting carried away by mosquitoes. Thank you all very much for watching.